This is ABC7 News at 11, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Good evening, I'm Haley Wilkes. Thank you for joining us tonight. Our top story this evening, the controversial Confederate statue in Manatee County will be taken down and may later be relocated. That decision was made today by county commissioners by a 4-3 vote, and the debate was contentious from the very beginning. Some commissioners felt they shouldn't make the decision for 363,000 residents in Manatee County and wanted to put the issue up as a referendum on the 2018 ballot. But in the end, commissioners took a vote because they worried about public safety and more protests.
No matter how we feel, this is somebody that if that guy comes back and incites violence and all those neo-Nazis show up, somebody could get killed. So what do? We can
actually spend millions of dollars in law enforcement protection because they have a responsibility to protect that courthouse and protect citizens. So we continue that going on based on our inability to do what's right. Move it to another location.
The statue will be put in storage for now. Then the commission will have a public hearing to decide whether it should be moved somewhere else. Some commissioners said they're willing to write $500 checks themselves, also mentioning a possible GoFundMe account to pay for the removal. The Florida NAACP wants Governor Rick Scott to remove a Confederate monument, flags, and memorials from the grounds of the state capitol. The civil rights group also wants state lawmakers to ban all Confederate monuments from public lands across Florida. Tallahassee Mayor Andrew Gillum, a Democratic candidate for governor, has also called for the removal of the Capitol Confederate Monument and others like it. He says the rebel symbols should be moved to museums.
If they belong as a part of our history, if that's what folks who are big advocates of these monuments and flags argue, why wouldn't we work actively together in a very unified way to put them in their proper place?
Recently, there's been a renewed push to replace a statue in the U.S. Capitol of Confederate General Edmund Kirby Smith with a likeness of Mary McLeod Bethune, an educator and civil rights activist who founded what is known as Bethune-Cookman University. Legislation was filed in both the Florida House and Senate this week for a 2018 session to make that change. Some very scary moments for a Northport couple. Their 9-year-old American Staffordshire dog was bitten by a rattlesnake. The canine recently recovering. ABC7's Rick Adams has that story.
Well, it really is a miracle that Beast is still alive. He survived a rattlesnake bite, protecting his family. Last Thursday afternoon is a day Sandy Ruggiero would like to forget. After letting her 3 dogs out in her backyard, her dog Beast was attacked by an eastern diamondback rattlesnake and bit around his right eye.
He was actually, grabbed it, thrashed it to kill it because he's thinking, okay, I got to protect, the little dogs because they're already out there. And then I'm coming out there and he's protecting his mommy. And the experience was just horrific.
Beast was able to kill the snake, but not before being filled with venom. It took a frantic hour and a half before Ruggiero could find a vet that was open and had anti-venom.
His face was swelling up pretty bad. His eye was closed, shut, blood coming all out of it the whole time.
Thomas Wick recently moved into a home across the creek from Sandy Ruggiero. He tells us it's very concerning to have something like this happen in the neighborhood.
We were extremely surprised and horrified. Now, we're so careful when we go outside. We have to watch everything.
Northport City officials say this is at least the second snake bite in the city in a year. Folks are encouraged to be extra careful and aware for themselves and their animals.
I wouldn't say that we've had an outbreak or anything along those lines. I think, we live in Florida. The beauty of living in a place like this is we do get to see and sometimes interact with wildlife.
The vet has told Ruggiero that Beast is not out of the woods yet, but he is doing much better and has a long road to recovery ahead of him.
He's up, wagging his tail. He's starting to eat. The bone marrow, according to the vet, is up, producing the cells that he's supposed to. He's going to have to be on steroids to get the immune system back and going.
And if you'd like to help Beast out, there is a GoFundMe page all set up to help out with medical expenses. Reporting from Northport, I'm Rick Adams, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
Thank you, Rick. The Sarasota County Commission is setting aside the entire day tomorrow to hear arguments from those in favor and against developing land near the celery fields. The commission plans to hear testimony about putting a construction and demolition waste facility at the corner of Apex Road and Palmer Boulevard. That discussion begins at 9 a.m. And just before that begins, those against the project plan to host a peaceful protest in front of the building and the Contractor Commission building on Ringling Boulevard. The Manatee County Sheriff's Office is calling Deputy Willie Finkley a true hero. A local couple, Neil and Claudia Cook, were driving on Moccasin Wallow Road on Sunday when they had car problems and pulled over. They saw smoke and tried to get out of the car, but the windows and doors malfunctioned. Deputy Finkley was off duty and saw the car burning.
Then I had to use my off-duty weapon to put a hole in the back glass and kick the window in so that I can unlock the door from the inside.
Deputy Finkley says he is the grateful one since he was able to help a couple during one of their most desperate moments. Great work by him. And now Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan has your first alert forecast.
Yeah, that's a great story right there. This is not the best story. This is Harvey. Harvey was down but not out. It made its way across the Yucatan Peninsula. We also have a tropical system, or a wave, if you will, moving over South Florida. The explosion of storms this evening near Fort Myers, southward down to the Keys, is almost bigger than the large complex of storms that's developing near what is now appears to be a center with Harvey. We'll talk more about where Harvey's going, and it could cause significant problems to the U.S. For us, we'll watch this wave. Already some big storms firing up as a result of it. You can see that with the radar imagery. Some of the lightning strikes you can see off in the distance from the Suncoast, but that's mainly down to our south. There is a chance we could see a few scattered showers overnight, but a better chance for rain comes tomorrow as that system moves slowly in our direction into the East Gulf of Mexico. Right now, it is warm. The high today was 1 degree shy of a record. It got up to 96 degrees. It will be a little cooler tomorrow, but still, we're in the middle of summer. We'll have more in the forecast coming up in just a few minutes. Haley?
Thank you, Bob. An update now on that disaster at sea involving a U.S. Navy destroyer. Malaysian Navy divers are reporting they have recovered some bodies at the collision site of the USS John S. McCain after searching the sea and ship for 10 missing sailors. The families of Logan Palmer of Illinois and Ken Smith of Michigan say their sons are 2 of the 10 missing. The Navy destroyer collided with an oil tanker early Monday morning off the coast of Singapore, leaving a gaping hole in the ship's hull, causing water to rush in and flood crew berths, machinery, and communications rooms. 5 sailors were injured in the collision.
We will conduct a thorough and full investigation into this collision, what occurred, what happened, and how it happened. One tragedy like this is one too many.
This is the 4th Navy mishap this year and the 2nd major crash in 2 months. The head of the Naval Operations is ruling out nothing at this point, including cyber intrusion or sabotage in this investigation. President Trump returning to Phoenix tonight. A friendly crowd greeting him inside as a calm and peaceful and respectful protest happened outside. ABC's Danya Backus is there and has more.
While President Trump spoke during a rally inside,
you're taxpaying Americans who love our nation, obey our laws, and care for our people. It's time to expose the crooked media deceptions and to challenge the media for their role in fomenting divisions.
In Phoenix, outside the convention center, Trump supporters and protesters came face to face.
I think he's doing the right thing for America. He's got all of our best interests at heart. Everyone.
We can come and demonstrate that we in Phoenix, we have a voice, and it doesn't need to be violent.
The city was bracing for tens of thousands of demonstrators, pro-immigrant groups, Antifa, and bikers for Trump, all planning to be in the same area. But the police chief saying she was not taking any chances.
Planned, we're prepared, and we're ready.
The president ignoring a plea from the city's mayor to postpone the rally because emotions are still raw after Charlottesville, when the president seemed to equate Nazis with counter-protesters, saying Trump has doused racial tensions with gasoline.
Well, look, the president blew it after Charlottesville. I mean, it was really a failure of moral leadership.
The mayor hoping the president uses the rally in his city to unite instead of divide.
We're a country of second chances. My polite advice to the president, take advantage of this opportunity.
The president defended the way he handled Charlottesville during his speech, saying he condemned what happened there multiple times, instead blaming the media for the way they reported it. Danya Backus, ABC News, Phoenix.
Former Vice President Dick Cheney will be returning to Sarasota this fall. Cheney will be honored as the Sarasota GOP's Statesman of the Year. His daughter, U.S. Representative Liz Cheney, will be recognized as the group's first Stateswoman of the Year. This event will be at the Westin on October 7th. Straight ahead, Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan will be back with the first alert forecast, plus more information and a search for a motive in the killing of 2 police officers in Kissimmee last Friday. And the case continues in the car crash involving Venus Williams, and she's now being asked to turn over certain records.
Watch your Suncoast News at 6 on your streaming device for a chance to win a $50 Visa. It's easy. Just watch weekdays at 6 for the word of the week. Then enter the word at mysuncoast.com for your shot at a $50 Visa. We'll pick the winner each week. Good luck. Get all the local information you need before you leave home in the morning. Watch Good Morning Suncoast weekdays on ABC7 to get breaking news, plus first alert weather and traffic focused on where you live. ABC7, we're here for you. When severe weather strikes, trust ABC7 First Alert Weather. We're here for you.
Jacuzzi is proud to present our first ever safe bathing event. The Jacuzzi walk-in tub allows you or a loved one to take a safe and relaxing bath. Never climb in and out of a regular bathtub again. Our walk-in tub offers a low step-in threshold, fast drain technology, soothing hydrotherapy, and even a shower handle. Regain bathing independence with a Jacuzzi walk-in tub and enjoy spending more time with loved ones. Why wait any longer? During our safe bathing event, save $750 on a new walk-in tub. Receive $250 in safety upgrades and a $100 Visa gift card. But if you call right now during this program, we'll double the savings to $1,500, double the safety upgrades to $500, and double it to a $200 Visa gift card with your walk-in tub purchase. Call right now to save double on a new walk-in tub. Call now.
Are you Goodwill?
Yes, because when I donate
or shop at Goodwill,
I'm creating a job.
I am Goodwill, yeah, yeah.
Attention Sarasota and surrounding cities. After 25 years in Sarasota, Bacon's Furniture and Design will be moving to create Southwest Florida's largest and most dynamic furniture store. We must liquidate everything in the store at huge savings as fast as possible. Do not miss this opportunity to purchase quality sofas, bedrooms, dining rooms, patio furniture, mattresses, and more. All at the absolute lowest prices possible. The Bacon's Furniture and Design relocation sell-off. Nobody beats Bacon's.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Tropics are active.
Yes, they are, as you would expect. This is the last part of August. We approach the peak as it's September 10th, so it's not too far off. And we are watching a system that's going to cause some big problems in Louisiana, which they've been dealing with flooding for the last few weeks now. Here's what's going on with our weather, though. It's pretty nice. This is a beautiful shot. 36 years they're celebrating their anniversary tonight. They sent this photo in, Tracy and Terry Roberts. And Terry's Plumbing there at Holmes Beach, the Beach Bistro, having a great time there tonight. Appreciate that lovely photo and thinking about us on your anniversary. Sarasota, Arkin 40, getting this shot just as the sun was dropping below the horizon. The sun gave us a good show yesterday and giving us a great show tonight, too. Casey Key, Fred Seeger, also a very nice photo. Well, here's a look at the satellite imagery showing you what's going on as far as the system of Harvey. Harvey was down. It was down to a tropical wave, and now looks like it's going to get back to a tropical depression and possibly a tropical storm as early as tomorrow, and could become a hurricane. Now, there's some lots of question marks with where that is going, and we're watching our own little system here. Still has a 30% chance, not much, of developing into something tropical over the next several days. Not so much tomorrow, but in the next several days. We'll keep an eye on it. It's already kicking off some pretty big storms to the west and south of our area. Also notice the showers starting to develop into Lake Okeechobee. So what's going to happen is that this moisture is going to kind of pinwheel in our direction beginning tomorrow and sticking around through Thursday and Friday and possibly into the weekend. So a lot can happen out there in the Gulf of Mexico with the water temperature at 90 degrees. It bears watching. We saw how quickly Emily formed, and that didn't have much of a chance developing either a couple of days prior. 83 right now, the heat index at 90. At one point today, the heat index was at 105 degrees right around 3 o'clock this afternoon. I don't think we'll see as high a temperature tomorrow due to the increased cloud cover and a chance to rain, but still very hot in the afternoon, as you would expect. There it is, 96 the high, 6 degrees above average, 1 degree shy of the record of 97 set back in 1919. We could use some rainfall, and it looks like we're going to get some over the next at least 3 to 4 days now. Temperatures statewide, upper 70s to low 80s, 83 in Sarasota, 86 degrees in Miami now, and temperatures all in the 80s from Northport, Englewood, Wauchula into Lakewood Ranch as well, 84 at Cortez and Bradenton checking in at 83. Wednesday's forecast is calling for partly cloudy skies in the morning with a good chance for showers and storms scattered about in the afternoon and evening on throughout Wednesday. Now, as far as the futurecast goes, that rain down to our south kind of stays there, but notice that moisture increasing. Looks like a pickup, our drop-off will be okay for school, but a pickup may be a little bit of a problem if it's late. Showers and storms expected to be rather heavy tomorrow, late afternoon and evening, tapering off, and then they'll come back on Thursday, mainly in the afternoon and evening with showers and storms around. So you get the picture, plenty of moisture availability for these storms. Well, tropical trouble, we'll watch this wave as it makes its way across the southern portion of the state and kind of dances around the eastern Gulf of Mexico over the next couple of days. As far as where it's going, well, these are some of the forecast models, and you can see a couple of them just kind of hanging around out here in the Gulf of Mexico and then eventually back off toward the east. Now, as far as Harvey is concerned, there's a lot of problems with Harvey because it's going to move off to the northwest and then go to Texas and then just stop right there and then eventually head off to the east and cause significant problems with flooding. This could be a big deal over the upcoming days. Now let's get the boating forecast real quick. Winds will be 10 knots or less, seas running right around 2 feet or less with a light chop on the bays and inland waters. The forecast looks like this for the next 7 days. You guessed it, showers and storms in the forecast all the way through the weekend. Some of that rain could be heavy at times. Haley?
Thank you, Bob. The security firm operating at the Pulse nightclub is being sued by survivors of the shooting, but it says it had nothing to do with the gunman's actions. G4S PLC says it never employed gunman Omar Mateen as a security guard, but its subsidiary G4S Secure Solutions did. The victim's lawsuit states Mateen's employer could have stopped the attack before it happened, but the security firm says the lawsuit should be dismissed since Mateen wasn't working for them at the time and did not use its weapons. Police are still looking for a motive in the case of 2 Kissimmee officers shot to death on Friday night. As Greg Fox reports, radio transmissions confirm that both officers were wounded in the head.
West 12 Kissimmee, we are en route to Osceola Regional. Shots fired. Rescue 12, Osceola.
WESH 2 Investigates has obtained radio transmissions from fire and rescue personnel Friday night as they were rushing the 2 Kissimmee police officers who'd been shot to a hospital.
Rescue 12, Osceola, we're inbound, working a trauma code, GSW to the head. We have PA on the monitor. We're about 5 minutes out. You any further?
But it was already too late to save Officer Matthew Baxter, and a gravely critical Sergeant Sam Howard died Saturday afternoon.
We have 100% confidence in our justice system.
Kissimmee police say they are in no rush to add a second murder charge to defendant Everett Glenn Miller's case since he's already in jail under no bond.
We have our time to work with the state attorney's office, make sure our case is as solid as it possibly can be, so that way we are definitely making sure he gets the maximum sentence that can be given.
WESH 2 News has also obtained Miller's arrest affidavit, which shows first responders found the 2 officers each with apparent gunshot wounds to their heads. 2 witnesses say they saw the officers arguing with a man, and as they walked away, they heard gunshots. Later, at a bar, officers found Miller. He was shouting, "I'm innocent. I didn't do it. I'm a veteran." After arresting him, they found a black 9mm Sig Sauer handgun and a Derringer .22 caliber revolver with 6 spent shell casings. Once at the police station, detectives say Miller told them, "I have done a bad thing."
The suspect, Everett Glenn Miller, spoken of there, spent 21 years in the Marine Corps, earning the rank of Master Sergeant and at least 30 medals and ribbons for his service. Kissimmee's police chief says Miller was recently committed for mental health evaluation, but did not give any details on that. Lawyers want to see Venus Williams' cell phone data months after she was involved in a deadly car crash. The records will be turned over to the attorneys representing the family of 78-year-old Jerome Barson. The Florida man died after a June crash with the tennis star. Barron's family wants those cell phone records to find out if Williams was on the phone and distracted prior to the crash. Williams' lawyers say she wasn't distracted and has not been cited or charged. High school students in Florida who are looking to make a career out of computer coding may soon get some help from the state legislature. A Senate Republican filed a proposal that would make coding similar to taking a foreign language class. Students who take the courses would be able to satisfy 2 foreign language credits. Florida colleges would have to accept the coding courses as foreign language credits, but it would be optional for out-of-state colleges. If the bill is passed, the classes would be offered for the 2020-2021 school year. Sports is next, but first, here's Jimmy Kimmel.
Enjoy this sample of tonight's show. It's gluten-free. We cannot afford to have an unstable, unpredictable, egomaniac dictator in charge of an arsenal of nuclear weapons. And Kim Jong-un has to be stopped, too.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. Our promise means a new car you'll love. If not, return it for one you do. At Sarasota Ford, we promise live market pricing. We monitor national pricing on our entire inventory, so you get the best deal. In fact, we guarantee it. Bring us any competitor's ad, and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Join the fun at the Weddings of Sarasota's 17th annual wedding show at the iconic Sarasota Municipal Auditorium on US 41. Sunday, August 27th from noon to 4. Enjoy food, fun, and entertainment with a runway show on stage at 3 p.m. $2,000 in Weddings of Sarasota dollars given out after the runway show. You must be present to win. Pre-register at weddingsofsarasota.com. Brides and grooms are free if registered by midnight on August 25th. Weddings of Sarasota. Register today.
Credit card debt can ruin your life. If you owe $10,000 and minimum payments are siphoning away your paycheck each month, you can get debt-free in less time than you think.
I've paid $800 a month for the past 3 years and haven't changed the balance on my credit card.
Get Debt-Free Now has a program to reduce your debt, stop the harassing phone calls, avoid financial ruin, and settle for less than you owe.
I feel like a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders.
You're pre-approved for our special hardship program if you owe $10,000 or more. Upon payment of your new lower balance, your debt will finally shrink until you are debt-free.
My family no longer has 30 years of payments ahead of us at 20% interest.
There's no fees until you see results. So call now, make one monthly program payment, and free up your cash. Resolve your debt.
Call 800-628-1251, 800-628-1251.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. for a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
Hi, I'm Chef Bob. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday morning on ABC7, where we'll be serving up the most awesome dishes. Then stop by your neighborhood Publix, pick up the recipe card and all the ingredients.
Now, sports.
After a rough couple of games for the Tampa Bay Rays, the team finally got a win against the Mariners on Sunday. The Rays looking to make it 2 in a row tonight against the Blue Jays. Top of the first, the Blue Jays are on the first to get on the board with a leadoff home run deep into right center. Bottom of the first, Lucas Duda blasts one deep into right and well out of play for a game-tying home run. Now skipping ahead to the bottom of the second, the Rays are up 2-1. Kevin Kiermaier hits a fly ball to the wall in center field. He stretches that into a triple while Wilson Ramos and Brad Miller score. Then it's 4-1. The Rays hold on to their lead through the end of the ninth to grab another win tonight. Final score 6-5. Odell Beckham Jr. is recovering from an injury after last night's game. The star wide receiver hurting his leg after taking a legal but questionable hit on the knee from a Browns defensive back. The impact flipped Beckham onto his side. He spent a few minutes alone on the bench before heading into the locker room. TV cameras actually captured him dropping to his knees right outside New York's locker room. The Browns ended up winning 10-6. The first high school football poll for this season is out, and 2 Suncoast teams made the cut. For Class 7A, Venice High School takes the 3rd spot, and Braden River High School is ranked 5th. Don't forget, you can watch highlights, interviews, fan photos from the upcoming games right here on ABC7, because Football Friday Night returns this Friday. That's a look at sports. We'll have our lotto numbers right after this.
I'm calling in regards about my mother, and I'm here, and I just want to thank you because it saved my mother's life yesterday, and I'd like to know the names of the people that came in and saved her. It's a wonderful thing. Thank you.
With Life Alert, one touch of a button can get you help fast.
For a free Life Alert brochure, call 1-800-990-3613. That's 1-800-990-3613. Call now, 1-800-990-3613.
Attention, Americans eligible for Medicare. Are you getting all the benefits you're entitled to? Did you know there may be money available to lower your medical prescription costs? Call Health Markets and we'll tell you if you qualify.
Hi, I'm Dr. Martin Jeetsi. It's a new Medicare year. That means more changes and more confusion. The key question is, what can you do now to ensure you get the care you need in the coming year?
Call Health Markets today. You may qualify to save money on prescriptions. We'll help you find plans that may cost less, cover more, and could even lower your prescription costs to increase your savings. We help you find all the benefits you're entitled to, and we do it at no cost.
Make sure you have what you need to get the care that's right for you.
Find out if you qualify to receive extra help with your prescriptions. Call the number on the screen now. Representatives are standing by.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
The ABC7 First Alert Hurricane Guide. Download yours today.
Call to see if you qualify to enroll in a Medicare Advantage plan right now. At Humana, we believe great things are ahead of you when you start with healthy. And part of staying healthy means choosing the right Medicare plan. Humana can help. With Original Medicare, you're covered for hospital stays and doctor office visits when you're sick, but keep in mind you'll have to pay a deductible for each. A Medicare supplement plan can cover your deductibles and coinsurance, but you may pay higher premiums than you do with other plans, and prescription drug coverage isn't included. But with an all-in-one Humana Medicare Advantage plan, you could get all that coverage plus Part D prescription drug benefits, all for an affordable monthly plan premium, and in some areas, no plan premium. It's all described in this free book and DVD. Call for yours and discover how an all-in-one Medicare Advantage plan from Humana could save you money. Call 1-800-558-8779.
The excitement over the solar eclipse is over, so now what to do with those hard-to-find glasses? One group wants to take them off your hands. Astronomers Without Borders plans to host a program to collect all of these eclipse glasses and will then distribute them to other countries for future eclipses. This project is still in the planning stages, so do hold on to your glasses and ask the company you bought them from if they will be taking part in this donation effort. What about just keeping them until 2024 for the next one? That's my thought.
It's not a bad idea. You share and share alike, I guess, and then they can send it back up here for ours.
Well, I guess it could just be recycled, recycled around.
You never know. Not Australia, but Antarctica. Antarctica, Chile. It's late. Chile. Argentina is what I wanted to say.
But it's
they're
really
going to have it next year. It's going to partial eclipse.
Okay.
That's right.
Nice place to go visit, too. We'll see you tomorrow.